Um, we are here live on day 2 of the Inline Hockey World Championships. Best inline hockey anywhere in the world, and maybe ever. A few matches this evening. We've got Spain here today, this Group A match, showing some pretty extreme pace and some fantastic skill, proving to be a little bit too much for the a nice prospect in store. Let's see how this shapes up as we set off with Colombia versus España in round 2 of the World Inline Hockey Championships in Roccaraso, Italy. Senior men's competition. And let's see if the Spanish can unpick the Colombians in the way that they did so well against the Swiss, with that long stretching play, putting players in front and turning the defenders with relative ease from time to time. Andreu Thomas now with the puck, steaming forward and beating the defender. But Colombia managed to escape and pass smartly, keeping things cool in their end and forcing Spain to come alive. Colombia move forward now. Rodriguez sends it round to try and find some space. Alberto. Marquez cycling back under a little bit of pressure from the forechecker of Tomas. Andrew, only the second of 2 Tomases on the Spanish team this year. The other being Josep. Colombia struggling to find any real dangerous options on this attack, and the Spanish finally decide to up their game and dispossess, and will now go forward with characteristic speed by Caballén, taking his shot and then recovering from the rebound. Caballén. Lightning quick, speed, pace, opportunities. That's how they create them. They just catch sides on the back foot so quickly. Speculative shot deflected away from the Colombian keeper. Torres played a big role in holding back anything more than just 4 goals against the Czechs yesterday, which is an incredible result, to be fair. Diaz. To Diaz. One big and one small, both fast. Diaz the little. Diaz the big. Ooh, little unlucky trip up there. Couldn't quite hold on to it. Spain quite content to just pick their spots and moments as they zip around in the neutral zone. So notice the differences in attack there. You can see the Spanish are operating in the neutral zone much more cleverly, as we see number 34, Diaz, Mario, the big boy, taking his shot. Face off on the Colombia zone. Dangerously won. But Torres was right on top of it. And well spotted. Colombia make a little attack now with Litvak. Colombia putting some pressure on now. 4 Colombians in the Spanish zone. Put a little wacky races just in this corner. And the puck spits out. And there's that long central pass that the Spanish love so much. And number 27, the assistant captain, Andrew Tomas, just getting physically disrupted in front of the net by the equal to him on the Colombian side, number 44, Nikola Litvak. Again, another brutal face-off win with the puck going straight towards the keeper, keeping the Colombian fresh and honest. Colombians responding well, but the attack doesn't come to much, and Spain go forward. The lightning quick Caballin loves to get his wheels pumping. Number 9 and number 10, the Caballin brothers, both out on the pitch, and with a very, very similar style, reminding me very much of 2 absolutely lightning quick brothers who play for France in the Masters, les frères Clisson, who made such a profound difference in the Masters series of this sport, putting the French in firm grasp of the gold at that World Cup event. Let's see if these 2 can help Spain get their hands on a gold here. They've got to get through Colombia first, and there's no scores on the doors as of yet. And Colombia have opportunities here when they break like this. Nice pass, centering up. But again, something I noticed a little bit with the women. Every now and again, Colombia just maybe get a little nervous. The blood begins to rush and pump a little bit too much in the head just before they take their opportunities, and they turn instead of diving towards the net. Here's another opportunity. Let's see if they take the shot, and they do. But it's no trouble for the mighty David Ross, Spanish keeper, who only conceded 1 in his opening match yesterday against the Swiss. And again, the Colombians maybe settling a little bit too far back and spreading themselves thin. Opportunities can be made. And then Spain fiercely attacking, trying to find a player out at the back. And Ross gets to play a little on the puck as an outfielder, trying to help out his teammates. Nice forechecking now from Colombia by Litvak. Big clinch player for Colombia. And we saw yesterday too that Steven Sanchez, number 60, can be pretty rapid, and he creates chances and opportunities, seemingly equal to match the pace of the Spanish, but will he be able to do it for as long? Spanish started quick yesterday and kept on going quick and never settled, never stopped. Seemingly endless energy. Andrade. And again, the shot from the Colombians on their attack run maybe just a little too far out to really be challenging for the Spanish keeper. Just a little further in might just do the trick. Good physical play there by the Colombians. That might be a difference that maybe in the Swiss game didn't play on the minds of the Spanish. But what they do so well is follow up their rebounds quickly. Caballán. Diaz. Shot. Just goes over the net. Colombians recover. And again, you can see here, the Colombians, while they're going for fresh boots, how they set up for their breakout. It just might be a little bit asking themselves too much work to do. You know, they spread themselves a little thin on the breakout. And it allows the Spanish forecheck to compress them. And here we go again, under the chase. There's only two back, and the Colombians are way up high, and there's no one else around, no other options. Quickly repaired by Andres, coming back for Colombia and taking a little stab at it. So come on now, let's see route one, stick checked. Oh, and we'll restart. Try something a little longer. Can they get in behind? Running into some Spanish walls. And there goes Diaz. Diaz, shot. Oh. All the way tracked by the keeper, but he had plenty of little bodies all around to shoot for. And scraps could have been picked up. Disaster avoided this round. But now what happens? As Spain, I get a sense, are starting to just wind up the jets a little bit. And adding another 10% to what is already some pretty quick pace and pressure. Josep Thomas. And it was him that set up the pass. And then him that collected it. And there, that extra little 10% is just what they needed to start to make the difference. Josep collected way back here in his own zone. And then, escorted by a number 32, placed himself in the right spot and divided the keeper. Timeout called by Colombia. They've done well so far. Spain yesterday came out pretty brightly and did this kind of thing. But Colombia have held them off well to begin with. And they seem to be just maybe a little bit more evenly matched in terms of pace. But will that continue as the Spanish, seemingly boundless amounts of energy, wear them thin? Spain currently second in this group, the 3 points from yesterday. Colombia, nothing on the scores yet. A win here could certainly take Spain up to the top spot, albeit temporarily, as we wait for some of the others in their various groups to play them out. Switzerland, Czech Republic today at 7 o'clock. No, sorry, 5:15 local time. Switzerland, Czech Republic, followed by Canada, Italy, live on Rai television in Italy, and right here on World Skate TV. Spain, slightly resurgent now as we play out the next little bit of this first half, only part of the way through. And Colombia in deep defense, having to do whatever it takes and conceding the penalty. And it looks like it's going to be Andres Marquez. Taking a pew for a very clear slash there against the Spanish number 12. Who fails to appear on my team sheet. Face off deep in the Colombian zone. Oh, rings the bell. The potent Daniel Diaz, the smaller of the two Diazes, but equally deadly. I described him yesterday like a little Lotus Elise. Turns on rails, light, but a powerhouse of performance. Being able to find gaps and spaces in between defenders, making them look that they're at a standstill. Spain not rushing. They don't need to here. Strong wrister from the point spot there by Eduardo Requena. Colombia managed to clear, and will they smartly hold on? I mean, I don't know. It might have even been worthwhile, however much time. I mean, he didn't waste much time there. Might have been worthwhile just maybe taking a little pot shot, catching yourself just lucky out of the randomness of the universe. And I wonder if maybe that for the Colombians is something that they can take away, as they tend to play a little conservatively in their most fearsome attacks. The penalty is over, and they might catch Spain just a little bit on the hop here. Penalty taker certainly running out of the box, keen as mustard to try and do something a little bit creative and off the plan. Spain hang on and are saved again. And Colombia just with options behind, but never in front. And there's a little bit of Route 1 being applied. Oh, very dangerous. Spain failed to clear properly. Santiago Rodriguez doing the work to set things up. Spain failed to clear. And there's the kind of opportunity that will change the demeanor of this match almost entirely. Julian Leon feeling the heat. Oh, wow. Clever little moves there. Came off rightly well. Spain breaking forward in a rather threatening fashion. Cabalan Miguel. Forward, straight to the keeper. Well defended. Now Colombia break forward. Back check is in play from the Spanish. Disrupted. Steven Sanchez likes to have a bit of pace of himself. Pit stop for both teams. And again, Route 1 denied. So we turn back again from Colombia. Camilo Oviedo. Rodriguez tips one in. Shock. The movement was quick. Fantastic. Camilo Oviedo. Finally going forward and applying pressure directly to the goal. Took the pass from the side, extreme angle, and tucked right in behind the keeper. I mean, this is the most unlikely of angles there, but it was taken really, really well. And that's placed the demeanor of the match firmly back in favor of the Colombians. And just as I predicted, the match settling into somewhat of a balance between the two sides, even though at times Spain looked definitely more dangerous going forward. Colombia might now feel a little bit more brave, a little bit more daring. Especially if they can execute shots like that. A little bit of creativity there. That's what'll do it. We're in the death of the first half of round 2 here in this pool of the World Inline Hockey Championships in Roccaraso in Spain. You're live on World Skate TV. Big shout out to some of the good friends that I've met in Italy who I know are watching on this live stream this afternoon. My friend and president of the Masters Inline Hockey Federation, David Ninzati, and his father Angelo, supporting their Spanish coach and fellow man from Montreal, Philippe Bourreau-McNichol. Hello to them. And a whole host of many others I know who've tuned in from all around the world to watch this superb sport emerging, developing, and continually expanding with the help and support of all of you watching. The more eyes, the bigger the prize, so please share this widely. Send the links out to all of your friends. Get it viewed, get it clicked on. And that helps us grow and expand this sport so we can bring you athleticism like this. Spain finding space. Colombia defending in depth. A tip as the shot goes through from quite far out. Spain looking pretty fierce here, always following their rebounds in. And the line that they take is direct towards the goal. It's just what the Colombians need to do. Spits out here, the keeper will gather that and just deliver it away from the lone forechecker from Colombia, Andres Marquez. Spain, in the last 3 minutes of this first half, continue to just open up space by using their pace. And that difficulty that the Colombians will have of chasing and chasing and chasing this puck as the Spanish cycle. And then there's that shot. Straight down the center to try and find a gap. The Spanish turn again for another quick attack, change of pace and direction, sapping the energy from the Colombians, now playing a war of attrition. That's what they're doing now. Just drawing the Colombians into chasing them, knowing that they can outpace them and outlast them. Playing the long game. Some pressure there, shouts going up, lots of fierce fighting in the background as the Colombians and Spanish using their bodies as well. Fighting fiercely, big scrum on. Still nothing doing, the referee's eyes are right on it. It's a good, fair, physical play there. But that was gritty, which is we love. Colombians then taking an exploit. Andrade, while the rest of the team were scrapping and slapping each other with their hands, he took the shout and went forward, inspiring the rest of his team as the captain. Both teams wanting to do something to take them to the halftime break, which is only just over a minute away. So this is a fantastic little appetizer for the action that's to come this afternoon. Unmissable match between Canada and Italy. Italy, absolutely amazing. We're just looking at the scenes there where number 73, or excuse me, 79, Santiago Rodriguez, will suffer for his efforts in defending there, making the mistake of holding on to the stick with both hands as he checked the Spanish attacker. That's the last thing that they needed just at this stage of the game. And unless the Spanish score, they'll also start the second half. Player down, as there's no time left in this one. But be aware of how deadly the Spanish can be. Plenty of assets while they're standing still in this configuration, as many as there are while they're skating around at pace. But there might not be quite enough time to do something. It's going to be pretty special. Seconds only remaining in this first half. Shot goes through, up and over the net. But it bounces back into play here in this stadium because of the way the backdrop is configured. Colombians swinging and swiping at every puck that comes in order to relieve themselves of this pressure. Another shot from that sweet spot by Miguel Caballin. And another one. The Colombian keeper being peppered with the buckshot from these wicked Spanish firearms. And another one. But that's it. The clock will thankfully buzz. And the Colombians will take a breath. Poor Daniel Torres will go and take some ibuprofen for his bruises in the dying moments of that first half. Exciting match here. Two sides somewhat evenly balanced, although I would say probably that Spain has the greater run of play. The more that the Colombians open up and take some risks, the more that they might be able to just change that momentum. However, it's difficult to upset the Spanish, even when little chances or opportunities are taken. they've got a game plan and they stick to it, and it works time and time again. They definitely prefer going forward at pace. But the Colombians so far doing really well to hold that to just one each. Check out the World Skate website, worldskate.rsports.com for up-to-date, live, and fully interactive scoring, and that will enable an opportunity for them to go through into the playoff structure. So really good chance and opportunity for teams in that emerging section to prove themselves and to get into the big time. Let's see which one of these two España and Colombia can mark their place, mark their territory out in front of the big time. Colombia have got the work to do at the beginning of the second half. So they remain with just 3 players on. And the penalty kills itself off. Slap shot. Direct. It's saved. Spanish moving the puck really well and very, very tight in. Close to this keeper. Very tight, just took a deflection there. Julio Felipe Lemione doing just enough to keep that player out. Spain have to restart. We go back to full strength. Colombia survive. How long can they continue to survive against the attritional speed and agility of Spain? They've got a little pocket rocket of their own, Colombia, in Sanchez. Big shout. Sanchez wants it, gets his wheels rolling. Pass doesn't come quite off. But Alberto wiggles his body to try and disorient the Spanish defender. And some nice physical play going on there. Some fierce determination to get a hold of this puck. Colombia coming out with the second half, sensing that they might be able to do something special here. Referees watching that carefully. No call given, despite the Colombian going down under a delicate squeeze. Spanish players not the biggest side in the world, I suppose, when you compare them to the Czechs or the Canadians when they roll out here. Inline tends to favor, anthropometrically speaking, lighter and more agile and flexible players. Just like this Spanish team seems to have in abundance. Again, the fight, the scrap is on. Body's being thrown at this puck. In dangerous situations now, backhand, recovered, and a fantastic save. But the Colombians under real pressure now. Puck spits out from the scrum in the center. Joseph Thomas with the cheeky backhand, trying to feed it between the keeper's legs. But Torres does another outstanding job. And the score remains just 1-1 in the early part of the second half of the opening rounds here at the World Inline Hockey Championships. And there's definitely been an uptick in kind of physicality Maybe a little bit of niggle going on now between these two sides. Spain perhaps imagining that they would have been a little further ahead by this point. Playing an attritional game only works if the other side does actually get tired. Colombians seem to have plenty in reserve of their own. Let's see how that plays out as the clock ticks and the afternoon warms up here in the sunny center of the Abruzzo in Italy. Colombia recover from that face-off in their zone and try and find a breakout. Four Spanish, four checkers, all within the hash marks, really. Nice little long stretch pass, but he's looking for some comfort, but doesn't find any support. Dispossessed pretty smartly. And again, there's some frustration going on as the Colombians fighting for every bit to push themselves forward. Coming a cropper right in front of the referee. And Jose Alberto turning around immediately to say to the referee as the whistle was blown, absolutely not me. But the camera position there, I think, said probably an awful lot. Probably from the referee's position looked a lot worse than it was. But nevertheless, no sticky, no likey. And the worst nightmare occurs again for the Colombians as their momentum was just starting to build. They now have to desperately defend in tight positions. Spain, dangerous. Shots coming in from all angles. That one right from the center. Slap shot. Deflection before it even got to the keeper. And the Colombians, now I can see that there's some tiredness. The prospect of facing another onslaught of the buckshot from the Spanishes. Sending number 17, Julio Felipe Lemione, straight off. I think he caught the brunt of that deflection. Needs just a little bit of a gentle rub to ease the pain. Wrist shot. From Eduardo Requena. Daniel Torres, the Colombian, proving to be an outstanding member of this team, keeping the Colombians in it in desperate times. Spain looking really smart in this position. I was absolutely right on that angle along with Josep Tomas, and I could see the gap he was looking for, but it just whizzed through. Keeper must have felt the breeze from that puck as it whizzed by. And still in the pressure cooker, Colombia. Another shot. Still can't find the target. Outstanding defense by the Colombians. And they go back to four. And once again, immediately jump out to try and snipe an opportunity, but it didn't occur. Amazing defense. The Colombians doing everything that they needed to do. And now we go back to the Spanish, giving themselves some space. Torres diving down. The puck went way over the net. Here comes in again. Glove, save, and breathe. Face off in the Colombian zone. Cleared more by the Spanish than the Colombians. And again, great forecheck by Espanha. Cabalan. Eduard Cabalan. Great little movement. Colombia doing well. And on the forecheck, forced Spain to kind of reset and start right at the back. But they like that, though. Gives them plenty of chance to tighten the springs before release. Good job for Colombia now as they sort of come in not content anymore to just sit and watch the Spanish side break on their beachhead. And the Spanish concentration in passing maybe just having a little bit of a lapse. Can Colombia capitalize? Moving well, but still can't get out of the green zone. The pace, just an extra 10% difference. Little shove from behind there. Colombian Alberto almost headbutting the boards. But they're doing a really good job playing in close quarters to just keep the Spanish out of possession. Here comes another one of these dangerous breaks. Playing well. And once again, Torres equal to every challenge. And quite rightly, sprinting towards the bench for a quick drink. Absolutely outstanding player for the Colombians. And they're doing a fantastic job of holding the Spanish at even Stevens at nearly the midway point in this second half of the opening rounds of the pools in the World Inline Hockey Championships. It's quite a warm afternoon here in Roccaraso, although a little overcast. Must be difficult for the players out there. If you are chasing and chasing and chasing the wind, like these Colombians have been, exhaustion is number one priority to deal with. Torres has a drink. Face-off starts again. 11 more minutes of pain in the legs and tiredness in the hands and concentration. Can the Colombians hang on? Oh, this is an opportunity. This is just the sort of thing that they need. Breaking forward, still moving. Oh, a little deflection. Might have been lucky, but just wasn't. And all but for the roll of the dice, Colombians could have snatched an opportunity away. Spain dealt with it, stayed frosty, and now we seem to be back in the pattern. Start from the back, wind up the springs. Great long pass. Keeps the Colombian defense pressed in tight. Cycling with three. Little bit of holding there from Josep Thomas. Colombian broke free. Some frustration showing there from Oviedo. Colombian keeper having a little stretch while his teammates are in possession. That's confidence. What a keeper. Colombian breakout, not quite so confident. And there's the first real telling sign of fatigue starting to play now on the Colombians as they just struggle to keep their heads and their wheels in the game. This is where attrition will settle in. Wristing pass, went through traffic and passed the keeper wide. Spain roll down Las Ramblas. Direct, tried a cheeky angle. Whoa. Almost went in between the hinges. But the Colombian doors remain firmly shut. All thanks to Daniel Torres Vargas. Colombian hero for the afternoon. He's got 9 more minutes to keep pulling off these superhuman feats. Once again, we break. Great shot, great save. And the Spanish, number 44. Captain Marcos Daniel Perez Acuña saying to his players, come on, let's keep it rolling, keep it going. There's got to be a chance here, an opportunity to get past this superb defense. Couldn't handle the check game. Just a bit too technical. But this Spanish speed and flair. They seem to be doing all right all the time in the world for Spain while they're cycling around, but didn't feel the need to fire it in. Very tasty little move now. Colombia can break forward with some pressure deflection on the shot. Might have just waited one more second as a rush of blood to the head prevented him from going straight towards the goal. And again, the Colombians elect to play conservatively. Might have had an opportunity to go 3-on-2 there. Or at least make the Spanish side slightly dodgy and panicky. And again, Colombians just on the back foot, rolling backwards and taking it easy, trying to start something from the back. And now, Daniel Uribe trying to wind his wheels up and let his hair fly. And here's a second sign of fatigue. As players in fresh boots come on. Nothing but the perfect opportunity will do. Wasting energy is now no longer an option. Fierce little attack there by Nicholas Litvak. Couple of shouts for that, but it was fair checking, I would say. Just trying to disrupt the attack of the Spanish. And they certainly must feel, the Spanish, that their attack has been disrupted. It was just enough by the Colombians. It's just getting up in their faces a little bit more and stopping it. Oh, wow! Puck just trickled past the post there and was in a space. The doors were open, and if anyone had got their puck to it, stick to it, it would have been something. Same angle from here. The puck just on the side of the net. Spanish recover it. Want to have another go. Do the same again. Colombians just struggling to catch the Spanish now as they try and whip puck around and bounce it in. And a little bit of that pace causing the Spanish player to just bump into the keeper, and that's no can do, say the Colombianos. The Swedish referee there just reminding them that he'll do all the talking in that matter. Might have been a little bit of a cheeky love tap there, but more probably just pace and momentum taking the Spanish players through. A little bit of play right in front of the penalty box. Stolen. Spanish going forward again. No, that was an opportunity. Fantastic save. Absolutely brilliant effort by Daniel Torres. Manegas was absolutely equal to the shot. A golden opportunity right on the floor. Could have snuck under that pad, but the mattresses thudded down. Good hands and patience. The pass was on. The rebound that came off the pads then went straight back to the same place. And you could see the look on Torres' face. He's suffering. He's going for his second mini drinks break. And I don't think there's a soul in the place that would deny him that after the outstanding effort he's put in to hold this team, this lightning quick Spanish team just held at bay. 1-1, 5 to go in the rest of this match. And the Spanish still pumping. Again, that really interesting, that long pass that the Spanish use. And maybe in a certain element of frustration, as the Spanish are failing to score their goals, the frustration starts to tell on them. And the Lotus Esprit, the little pocket rocket, Diaz, Daniel, number 8, will sit. And the Colombians will have an opportunity to go for a power play. And this crucial stage of the match, that might be the deciding factor or the turning point in this match. But it all depends on what the Colombians can do. And for the first real test, the Spanish defending the odd man. Wow, not too shabby, as the Colombians, even with the extra player, can't seem to hold it. That's a dangerous pass though. Oh, look at that, defending with all their might. Colombians picking up scraps. And maybe just the momentum there once again, just held back conservatively as the Spanish were all out of position, but wow, what a slap shot. It was on target there. Nicholas Litvak whopped one first time. And David Ross finally having some real work to do. Colombians sniffing an opportunity here. They've got to win those face-offs. And now they're going to end up chasing and chasing and chasing. Look at this. Odd man rush here. Look at this. Deflection. Otherwise, that was looked dangerous to me. I wouldn't like to face that kind of pace coming forward. And now what are the Colombians doing? No rush. maybe realizing that Spanish are dangerous even short-handed. And the Colombians wanted to put something together a little bit more organized. 30 seconds left in the penalty. 3 minutes left in the game. And we're still tied at 1-1. This is an opportunity. Ooh, potted in. Deflected but popped out. And again, Spain just, they collect everything because they're just on it so quick. They jump to the puck. And then Colombia, again, conservatively slow things down. Do they want to get fresh boots on for the rest of the play? Not so. I think that they're going to contend to be happy with the draw. But as you all know, for the interests of the game, there are no draws. And the potential for some period of overtime becomes a prospect in this match. Colombians continue to deny any Spanish access to the puck, which feels safer for them. And this, for the first time out there, I can see a certain shift in Spain chasing a puck around, while Colombians keep rotating their sides and their legs, managing the fatigue that was bound to set in. Great defense. Colombians managed to break out a little bit individually. Crossing pass was on, but there wasn't enough on it. And then this turnaround play. This is a little opportunity. Just looking backwards, though, always looking backwards instead of forwards. Some support now. Oh, tricky little between the legs from behind by Jose Alberto, but it just didn't quite come off. Fancy pants. Oh, dangerous. 1 rebound, maybe 2. Josep Thomas still couldn't penetrate this amazing Colombian keeper. Alberto inspiring the rest of his team to get wheels rolling and get on the attack. Their game will end in a draw for now. But as we know, at this level, that does not end the story for today. More to be told. As these two sides prove to be equal to each other, measure for measure. See some examples of some of the strong physical work here by the Colombians. And the continuing excellence in defense. Daniel Torres Vargas, hero of all Colombia. I will make a beeline for him at some point as soon as I can and get him to come and speak to you and tell you for himself what it was like to be on the receiving end of all that flack. for another round of little punishment. Hopefully the Colombians will be able to protect him for another 5 minutes. Spain always just seemingly limitless in their energy. Oh, that was a dangerous. Surely that's going to be a high stick, 100%. Marcos, Daniel Perez Acuña, the captain, coming right out of the traps. Oh, sorry, that's Mario Diaz. And the captain a little bit laterally coming through there. When we go 3-on-3 like this, it looks even bigger, this pitch. It's an enormous pitch anyway, this rink. Full European size, 30 by 60. Oh, look at this, fantastic Oviedo. Oh! 3-on-3 maybe being the difference that the Colombians needed to do a little something special like that. Off the playbook and in the creative mind of Camilo Oviedo and Julian Leon. Spanish can think outside the box as well. And with this extra space, the players seem to feel free to try something out of the trick book. Spain going forward again. Space is available. Oh, speculative shot right on the floor. Could have served the keeper, but again, save after save after save. And this is an opportunity here. Can Colombia break forward? They decide to get fresh legs on. An opportunity there maybe to catch the Spanish on the back foot while they were changing. Oh, and a really unfortunate fatigue setting in there for Jose Alberto. Just losing the puck a little sloppily there. He'll be disappointed with that. No one has limitless reserves of energy. Not even these whippets. And again, legs and fatigue just failing them as they can barely stand up now in this heat. Lovely afternoon here in Roccaraso, and a lovely afternoon to bring you live coverage of this overtime round for this match. Long pass from the Colombians. A little low on support, but here it comes now. And some pace going in. Dispossessed. Colombians recover. And elect for fresh boots. Colombians seeming to have a little bit more space when the 3-on-3 is on. Breaking forward. The first overtime period begins to tick down and comes to an end. The 3-on-3 not enough to open up the space and tell any difference between the sides. Maybe this bit of miracle brilliance could do it. but it doesn't. Again, the Colombians, as you can see there, taking their chances and shots from a reasonable length of distance away, not always managing to get right in a much more dangerous zone in between or even closer and in between the face-off circles. 20 seconds. Spain break forward, maybe their last-ditch chance. Oh, this could be it, but it isn't. Another outstanding save. Doors shut. Skate jammed into the post, and the Colombians go forward, knowing that it's a desperate move. And some fabulous play at the end there. Outstanding effort from both sides to try and let some difference in their play tell. But it's still not enough. We start with Mario Diaz versus Daniel Torres Varegas. Oh, and it's a goal. Sorry, just my pardon. I've just got to get the numbers there correct. It's Eduardo Requena. Eduardo Requena for the first goal for Spain. Twisting his body. First to the backhand and coming round. Torres. And so the pressure is now on for Daniel Uribe. Oh, and the Uribe pulling out something incredible in that save. Uribe was absolutely free and clear for that, but Ross tilts his leg up. And now, Daniel Diaz. Through the 5-hole. Right on the floor. And Torres just having done everything throughout the match to keep the pucks out. Now, only just now, understanding what it feels like to have the pucks behind him. Yulan Leon, denied. And then in the end, I think with both keepers proving themselves to be properly outstanding individuals, the factor really was fatigue. Torres holding up the team from the back throughout the entire match and 5 minutes of overtime, just didn't have enough left in the tank to hold off the precision and the skill of these lively Spanish fireflies that buzz and twist and turn. Amazing effort and a great spectacle here. What a way to open the bank account for our time this afternoon. Stay tuned. I'm bringing you another match smartly after this one, after I take a quick break. Have some throat lozenges. Stay with me here, Pete Wirt, live on World Skate TV. And I'll see you again shortly as we commiserate with Colombia after their heroic effort. And we celebrate with Spain with 2 wins in this group. Sit for now at the top. Stay tuned and we'll see who will join them in the next match. Cheers for now.